everybody, and welcome to the Funny Little Human book launch. It really has been a day today. Technology has not been on my side. I first of all created the Facebook live launch event at 6:30 this morning. Then I created a new one for 6:30 tonight. And then Facebook just did not let me go live. I've been trying to go live through Facebook for the last 10 minutes now. So I've given up on Facebook altogether. Now I'm using the normal live streaming software I always use, which I should have used in the first place. So anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the official launch of my book, Funny Little Human. It's already gone live in 3 categories today. I'm so excited. Marriage, relationships, interpersonal relationships. So I'm very excited to share this with you. And I have my amazing sibling Noah with me tonight. Noah is my little baby sibling. I'm the eldest, not that you can tell. And
every time.
They're joining me for tonight's launch party. And we've got lots of cool things happening tonight. I'm going to read a chapter from the book to you. I've got competition details. I've got all sorts of things that I want to share with you to celebrate the launch of the book. Noah's going to ask me some questions because I thought it might be a little bit interesting to have someone else with me rather than just me, because you guys see me on camera quite a bit. And I hope that everyone's finding this link based on the fact that none of the other links have worked. So I hope that you can all see me and let me know where you're listening from. I know that this is a little late for my friends in Canada and the US, but I'll do a little encore for you guys tomorrow. You see, I'm in my office pod here. This is where I see clients, where I work, where I wrote this book from start to finish. This is where I wrote this book, and the ideas just flowed. This is my special space. We've got the balloons. We have streamers. We have posters. We have books. We have, as always, my my beautiful friend Anthony's heart here, which features here on the front cover. You can see that here on the front cover and on the spine of the book here. So let me know, please, where you're listening from in the world. Please say hi. And thank you all. I really want to say a big thank you all to your support today. I have been in tears by the messages that you've sent me, the congratulations, the encouragement. I have no words. I've been so deeply touched by what you guys have shared with me today, and the encouragement and love and support. I've been blown away. I've been quite emotional about it. It's just been extraordinary. So for those of you who are just joining in now, I gave up on Facebook. None of the links would work, and I went through my normal live streaming software, and I'm here with my sibling Noah. And Noah knows me very well. Noah knows the journey of the book that I've been on, and I thought it might be great for them to just ask me some questions and share some stuff with you. I'm also going to read you a chapter here tonight, and I've got a very special announcement about an awesome competition that I'm running, where someone can win a full scholarship to my signature program, Relatable, and I will share all the details of that with you. So, hi, thank you so much for saying hi, everyone. Hi, Lucy. I hope that you were safe from the cyclone the other day. You're in Brisbane. Hey, Dave. Big shout out to Dave Thompson. Dave has been an integral part of this book. Dave runs an incredible organizational company called Inspirational Book Writers, who I've written the book through and have had a lot of support through. They've been really amazing. So big shout out to Dave Thompson. He has been amazing, and his team have been fantastic in helping me get to this place. I never ever thought I would write a book. To me, I'm not the writer in the family. My sister Emma is an amazing writer, copywriter, and I thought she's the writer. I just do other stuff. So to get to a point where I've actually written and launched the book is so exciting to me. And I really do want to say I have written this. I'm going to get emotional here. I knew I would. I've been feeling very teary all day. I wrote this. I really want you guys to know this. I wrote this for you. I wrote this book for you because I know not everyone can afford my programs, and I know a lot of people are suffering, and I know a lot of people are looking for answers, and I truly feel through, and I feel through my years of work, research, and I've been working in this field now for over 15 years, and I've studied a gazillion many different things, and I've been privileged enough to help a large number of people. And I truly feel that what I'm sharing with you in this book is an answer for many of you. You need to read it though with an open mind and an open heart, and you'll probably need to read it a few times. But if you're looking for answers, I have not left anything out in this book. This book is a gift from me to you. And sorry, there's a lot's gone into this book. So thank you everyone for your comments. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just going to read through some of these things here. Thank you, Andrew. You're such a beautiful soul, Andrew. I see you. Such a beautiful soul. Such an awesome dad. Hey, Shane Kelly. Hello. Thanks for saying hi. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for jumping on. I know it's the middle of the night for you, honey. Kat from Perth. Kat, I've seen you on some Facebook Lives before. Oh, hi, Scott. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and jumping on here, Scott. They're so kind of you. Such a sweetheart. Scott is one of my husband's best mates. So thank you, Scott. Jeanette, hello, darling. Thank you. And Bronnie, hi, Bronwyn. Susan, it's 3:30 in the morning. Oh my God, you must love me. You must, Susan. Archer, that's my son, Archer. Thank you, darling. Best book I've read in my life. I'm not entirely sure that Archer's read this book, to be honest, but I really appreciate your comment, darling. I appreciate I'm amazed that one of my sons is on this line. Thank you, darling. Sandy, thank you so much. You've read a copy. Penny, I love you too, darling. Radiant Calm. You've ordered 2 copies from Blackhead. Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Hi, Jackie. Thank you, darling. And Craig, I really appreciate all your kind words and your support. I really do. Thank you so much, everybody. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Thank you, honey. Oh, Kim. Hello. Jim, you've ordered a signed copy. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. No, it's the middle of the night for you, Jim, in the US over there. Thank you so much. Hello, Claire. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Hi, Lexi. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Loz. Okay.
We're doing it.
All right. So Noah's going to ask me some questions, but if there are any questions that you would like me to answer about the book, about the journey, anything in here, this is the time to do that. 3:30 a.m. Kim. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's 3:30 Eastern. My goodness, you guys are committed. I so appreciate you. Thank you, Mick. You are gold too. I love you too, Mick. Hey, Ebony. Thank you. Hi, Peter. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Oh, I can see some of my UK peeps are jumping on. I know it's early in the morning for you guys over there. Where should we begin? Noah, this is my sibling Noah. For any of you wondering who's jumped on live with me, they've said they'd come on with me.
I'm the better looking sibling. It's controversial.
The younger one, not that you can tell. And
Every time.
but they have obviously known me my entire life. And they know your entire life. Yeah, not my entire life, their entire life.
Mm.
And thank you so much, Claire. You're awesome. And I thought, they might be a great person because they know me inside out and back to front, and they know the journey that I've been on with this book. And I thought it might be great to have someone ask me some questions that maybe I wouldn't think of, that maybe you might like answered. So if you got any questions, ask away. Where do you want to begin, Noah?
Hi, Fiona.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Have you noticed you're already best-selling on quite a few slots on Amazon today?
I know. I want to say I have reached, what was it? In relationships, or marriage and romance or something. I might get some of these wrong. Dave will know better than me. Dave Thompson's been watching the categories for me today. But I have hit number 1 and I couldn't believe it. Honestly, and that's thanks to you guys showing your support and purchasing a copy and sharing the love. Like, really, that's thanks to you guys. So I can't express how grateful I am. So grateful.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty pumped.
Yeah. Has the relief set in yet?
Not yet.
Yeah. We're still running on the journal.
We're still running on the journal. Cool. Today's been a big day. There's been a lot going on today. Oh, good. We are funny little humans, right? That might be a good place to start.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the name Funny Little Human and what it means to you and how it came about, the title of the book.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Funny little humans started to come up a lot with my relatable students and my clients. I would get a client, and this is probably going to sound funny to some of you who don't know me very well or a little strange, but I would start to get clients, and this is after a client knew me quite well and we had a good connection, right? This is not in the first session or the second session. And also with my relatable students, as we started to talk more, because we run these amazing live calls twice a week, and we have the most extraordinary collective energy on these calls that is healing and transformational and just changes people's lives. You watch people literally change on a call and then share that afterwards in the relatable Facebook group. It's one of the most beautiful things I get the privilege to see twice a week, and I can't get enough of it, and so many of the students can't. But I sometimes I remember, this is a few years ago, I had a woman I was working with, and she just had a fight with her husband. She jumped on a call with me. We were chatting, and she started saying, Fiona, I need to tell you what happened. You need to understand. This is what he did. I can't believe he did this. And she started talking about the story of what happened, right? A bit of a he said, she said. She said, I know you don't like me going to story, because I try not to, because people get really worked up, right? And she said, but I need to get this off my chest. And I said, all right, go for it. So she said the story, he did this, and he said this, and I said this, and he did this, and we said this, and this happened, and this happened. And as she starts telling this story, she's getting quite worked up, as people do, because we live in the feeling of our thinking. And so as we remember something, it becomes bigger and bolder and brighter, and we get more and more engaged. I started laughing, not at her, but with her. And I started laughing. And as I started laughing, she started laughing. And she said, my God, I sound ridiculous, don't I? He sounds ridiculous. We are ridiculous. And I said, well, we are funny little humans. And from there, that I guess that phrase really stuck, because I thought it's so much easier for people to see themselves through the lightness of their own humanity. And, humans are fallible. We are not perfect. We're not meant to be. We're not designed for perfection. We make mistakes. We say dumb things. We get caught up in our ego. We get self-righteous. We think we know better. We judgmental. We're a mixture of all of those things, but we're also incredibly beautiful and loving and generous and kind and wise and beautiful underneath all of that, right? And so we are this messy, beautiful combination of those things. And I think when we treat ourselves with lightness and we hold ourselves lightly, something beautiful emerges. Something really beautiful emerges. And I get the privilege of seeing that with my clients and my students. And so, funny little human became a term that people would start sharing in the relatable Facebook group. My funny little human just went nuts on the weekend, or my funny human said something dumb, or I'm so glad I can laugh at my human now. And there's this lightness that people hold themselves with. They let themselves off the hook. If you can hold yourself lightly, if you can let yourself off the hook, your capacity to do that for another human being is tenfold. It's extraordinary, okay? But we've got to be able to do it for ourselves first. When you can do it for you, you can do it for others. The most judgmental people in the world are the most judgmental of themselves first, right? And so I've seen the ripple effect of this play out. And so I know Funny Little Human probably sounds like a strange name for a book on relationships and people, but for me, it's like we all have this funny little human that's fallible and makes mistakes, and it's the same for all of us. So I wanted you guys to get to know your own funny little human and to get a sense of that. That's a very long answer.
Love it. No, detail is important. Absolutely. And context. Yeah, look, I've known you on this journey for quite a while now, and it's been beautiful to watch. And I think so much of what you teach and talk about is about trust and feeling that ease and flow. And I truly think that's what happened with this book, isn't it? It just kind of poured out of you. It with a lot of work, but it happened in a beautiful way.
It did right of me. Yeah.
And so I guess, where did the idea of the book come from?
Well, it's funny. I started to write this book back in 2017, 2018, and it felt really hard. Like I struggled, and I had a lot of thinking that I'm not a very good writer, and who am I to write a book, and who's going to be interested in what I have to say. It's had a lot of insecure thinking that was really bogging me down. And I'd go to write, but it felt really like, really like this, like something I should do rather than something I felt called to do. And I think as I have grown and expanded within myself, I'm really only interested in doing things that call me these days. I've written this book because it called me, not because I think it would be a good idea for me to write a book, right? Although definitely that's part of it, but it's called me, and it really called me this year in a really big way. And I was just really lucky that at the time when I was really feeling it, Dave Thompson, someone I've known for, I've met a number of years ago, I saw him posting about how he was holding space for this book writing week. And I thought, oh, I'd love to spend a week or 10 days just focused on this and see what happens. And I really surprised myself. I'm not saying I finished it, but it was a massive amount of it got put down as I did that. And then it just gave me so much joy to keep working on it and to spend time on it. I felt like as I wrote these words, I was with you all. It's like I'm writing for you. And I could feel you all egging me on, even as I was sitting here night after night. And I'm getting emotional again. Every time I think of you and you guys, I get very, very, very emotional.
Emotions are
yeah.
Feel
yeah. But there's a thank you so much for all of your congratulations, everyone. And Peter, great question. Hey, Carol, beautiful lady. Thank you, darling. Hi. Hi, Libby. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Appreciate that. Hi, Diane. Thank you for ordering a copy, Michelle. Thank you for your comments. And Finn, another one of my beautiful sons, Finn Maxwell. Hello, my darling son. Thank you for your support, honey. Finn's on here. Appreciate that. Okay, so Peter, question was, does your happiness come from writing and releasing the book? Does it come from human ego or from your wisdom? I don't know. It's a great question, Peter. I've got to have some ego in it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't finish the thing, right? There's definitely ego because, you get very pedantic about things like covers and fonts and how they look and how it feels. And, there's definitely some ego in there. But for me, this definitely came from wisdom because every time I thought about writing it, I got emotional and I just wanted to share what was in here with everyone. I feel everybody deserves the right to know this information. And I feel it's the greatest gift I've been given, and it's a gift that needs to be shared. So thank you for your question, Peter.
It's happening.
It is.
Yeah. So I know like writing a book's something you've been thinking about for a few years now. And obviously it's all about timing, and now's the right time. And you might have answered this in the previous question, but like, how was the process for you? And even knowing when it was done, like, was it just a sense of knowing or?
Well, look, I think that's a great question. The process it was a very loving process because I kept thinking of you guys. I think if I wasn't writing it for someone, it would have been a very different process. But every time I'd sit down, I'm going to write it, would sit down and I would think of you guys. And as I think about you guys, something would just show up. Because for me, like anything in life, and my friend Anthony, who painted this heart, Anthony Breslin, some of you who know me know who I mean. He's a very special friend of mine, a very famous Australian artist. As he has often said to me, I don't own my work. The work comes through me, right? It comes through me. It's not mine. It just comes through me. I'm the vessel. And I really took that on board as I wrote this. I went, these are not my words. They're just coming through me. And I think so much of the creative process is like that. It just comes through us. And when we trust in it and we allow it, it's so much easier than buckling down, trying to get it right? There's definitely aspects of myself that came into that. But it is so true that it's something that just comes through you. And when you allow that to happen, because we are all creative forces, every single one of us, every moment is a creation. Every thought you have, every word you say is a creation. We are innately creative beings. And, so things are always coming through us. And that was definitely the case here. Would you guys like me to read you a chapter?
We're going to say yes.
Finn, what did you find most challenging in your journey writing this book? Oh, thank you, darling. I think it was probably just coming up against my own limited thinking at times of who am I to write a book? Who am I to think that I have something that the world needs? Who am I? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Who am I? There were moments of that. And then I would just put that down and I would say to myself, this is about being of service. And and when I would sit in a space of being of service, the desire and the need and everything just started to flow through. So it was as I remembered that came to. Hello, Kerry O'Connor. Hello, darling. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you, honey. Appreciate you so much. Nick Vine, you are such a special soul. Oh my goodness, Colin Jump. I've been thinking about you, Colin, so much. And you've ordered a copy. Thank you all so much. Okay, I'm going to read a chapter. Okay, now there's a chapter in the front here, and I'm not going to read it, but that I want you. It comes after dedication. So I'm going to read the dedication here because the dedication is for you guys. And then I'm going to read. Then there is something special that I've written for all of you. And when you read that, please think of me and please know that what I've written that in the introduction to you guys, I mean with every fiber of my being. So when you read that, please think of that. All right, think of the love coming off the pages. That is just for you. For you. Okay, so reading the dedication. Dedication. This book is dedicated to you, my dear reader. You're seeking a deeper connection to life, love, and the people who matter most to you. And I want you to know that this is all possible for you, no matter what has happened in your past or what you may believe about yourself. You are worthy of love. You are enough. You hold everything you need within you. And to my relatable family, the loving, supportive community you've created is sending ripples of kindness, compassion, and understanding around the world. My gratitude and love for every one of you is beyond words. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to skip the next one because I want you guys to read this quietly to yourselves when you order this book. And yeah, I'm not going to say any more about that. Okay, so we're going to go to Chapter 2, Understanding Your Own Human.
Is that the one you want to read?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, sure.
That's the one I want to read. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, great.
Just joke. The one constant in life is change. Heraclitus. There's a quote there that starts off with. So here we go. By her own admission, Alice was a planner. With her small business, she thrived on being organised and planning ahead. She had a clear vision of how things should be in her business, her friendships, and her life. And when everything ran the way she wanted, she felt calm and happy. One thing Alice didn't thrive on was change. And lately, despite her best efforts, life was not sticking to the plan. Her teenage son, Alex, was growing fast. He'd started challenging any request, barely grunted hello, and would disappear into his room as soon as he got home. Things were also changing with her best friend. Rachel used to call Alice every day, but now seemed distant and preoccupied with a new relationship. Even Alice's business, which usually brought her such joy and satisfaction, had become difficult. Increasing requests for refunds and a drop in sales, and no matter how hard she worked, she couldn't seem to get things back on track. Alice was feeling overwhelmed by so much changing all at once. It left her worried and frustrated, and the more she tried to control everything, the more out of control it all felt. The nature of change. Change is a natural part of life, but despite the absolute certainty and inevitability of change, we human beings are not terribly fond of it. In fact, we tend to avoid change like the plague. Most of us prefer to stay in our little comfort zones, even when we're not so comfortable. We like things to be a certain way and to stay that way. Thank you very much. When change does come, we often find ourselves either locked in the brace position, kicking and screaming in outright protest, or in complete denial, ready to meet it head on. Rarely do we meet it head on. How often have you heard of someone in shock when their long-suffering partner leaves? I knew they weren't happy and they wanted us to get counseling, but I didn't really think things were that bad. Or someone stuck in a job they hate. I know I'm miserable and bored, but it pays the bills. And I don't know if I can get another one. Or someone with a friend who always brings them down. She's always criticizing my choices. I need to set better boundaries with her, but I don't want to upset the friendship. That innocent human inside us all wants to stay the same, to keep us safe, even when we know things could be better. I've been there myself. My own little human has resisted change many, many times. When life throws us something unexpected, our human often gets frightened, overwhelmed, and reactionary because it takes life so seriously. Change is seen as a threat. And once this happens, we get stuck in our thinking, stuck in our reality, stuck in our fears, and our funny little human starts really overcomplicating things, creating more overthinking, more overwhelm, and more fear. We then say or do things we don't mean, having what I call a classic Homer Simpson stop moment. Because once that emotional fog lifts, we can't believe we did or said those horrible things we didn't mean. But here's the good news. The more we understand our funny little human, the easier it is to let ourselves and others off the hook. We learn how to get over ourselves. We put down the heavy, exhausting load we're carrying, and we start leaning into all the good stuff that life has to offer. The more we understand ourselves, the more resilient we become to our own insecure thinking. The more we embrace the truth of who we are, the more connected, energized, and alive we feel. We get to experience a depth of feeling that is much deeper, richer, and more potent than we can possibly imagine. And best of all, it's not as dependent on what's happening outside of you as what you may think. Once you see and experience the truth of that inside-out nature of your experience, it will truly set you free. And that freedom lies in letting go, not holding on tighter. And the more space we allow, the greater the peace, calm, and emotional bandwidth we have access to. For Alice, this idea of letting go felt dangerously radical, as though she was free-falling. She had a lot of what-ifs, and her funny little human resisted, fearing she'd lose everything. But deep down, Alice knew that her rigid expectations were suffocating her relationships and her own happiness. She was sick of feeling so burnt out and overwhelmed. When her son Alex was late home, Alice resisted the urge to bombard him with questions about where he'd been. Instead, she asked him how his night had gone. At work, she started to delegate tasks she once thought only she could do. And she reached out to her friend Rachel with understanding instead of resentment, asking how she was adjusting to her new relationship. These small shifts were incredibly freeing for Alice. Pressures at work eased. She found herself more productive even though she was working less. In fact, to Alice's surprise, the less she tried to control, the more connected she felt to the people around her. Her relationship with her son softened, and even though he was still spending a lot of time in his room, she found he would suddenly appear while she was making dinner and volunteer details about his day. Her friend Rachel confided that she'd been hesitant to call, thinking Alice was too busy to want to know about her silly relationship issues, which led to a heartfelt reconnection between them. As Alice's funny little human learned to release its grip on control, she discovered a whole new rhythm in her life, one that was more forgiving and joyful. She stopped seeing change as a threat to avoid, but as a natural part of life to embrace. In letting go of her need to control every detail, Alice found a freedom within herself and her life that she never thought possible. Soul first, human second. For many of us, we think life is about being human first, with the soul coming a distant second, if at all. This misunderstanding leads to a human being who takes themselves and life very seriously, who feels the need to control everything, and who finds it hard to embrace change, let go of the past, and step into the unknown. And so they keep getting stuck, and they keep repeating the same circular pattern. The truth is actually the other way around. We are spiritual beings having a human experience on earth. We are a soul first and a human second. We can either keep repeating the same patterns in our life, or we can evolve through them. And one creates a very different experience of life than the other. As you begin to see that life is about the soul first, you'll start to see that your funny little human is simply a vehicle for your soul's expression. You'll be able to embrace your fears, your insecurities, and your funny quirks that make you so completely, uniquely you, and allow your human to evolve and grow. There is magic to be found everywhere in life when you're able to do this. End of chapter. So thank you everyone. That was chapter 2 in Funny Little Human. I hope that you found that helpful. If you have a gradual copy, please do so now. The links are on my page. Just make sure you go to the correct link for your country, or the book will show up as unavailable. There are links in Amazon, UK, Canada, US, Australia. New Zealanders need to use the Aussie link. There's also a link to Lulu, which is great for Australians if they want to pay less postage, paperback only there. But for 48 hours only, or less than that now, you can buy the ebook e-copy for 99 cents, and this for $14.95. It'll be going up to 25, I think $25 after that, and the e-copy will be going up to $11 or $12 after the promo period. But each copy that you buy helps me reach my #1 bestseller in my category. So I'm really excited to be doing that. So the next 24 hours are really crucial. So I really, really appreciate your support. And let's see, relationships are a very competitive category, and let's see. But I've managed to hit #1 in a couple of them so far, so I'm very excited about that. And again, a big thank you to all of you. And there's so many comments here, but thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Please keep them coming. I'm loving this. Hey, Davina, thank you so much. Look at these people I haven't seen for ages. It's just beautiful. Hi, Heidi. Thank you so much, Christine Barber. You're awesome. I love you. Eva. Hello, Eva, darling. Thank you. Karen. William. Hi, William. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't miss it. That's awesome. Hey, Tracy. Thank you so much. Bridie. Got your copy? Awesome. Thank you, Bridie. And please don't forget to leave me a review on Amazon. That also helps me rank higher on Amazon and let the book reach more people. I can't wait to see your reviews. There is a very special introduction that I've written to every single one of you in this book. Please go in a quiet place and read this a number of times. Do so and give yourself the space to read it. And think of me loving you and sending you all the love in the world as I wrote those words. Okay, so
yeah. Look, I am the lucky one. Like Fiona's my sister. So imagine anytime I need a chat, I get this for free. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But it's amazing because I've never met anyone who is more just so authentically, passionately invested in helping people reach the greatest, depths of emotional freedom and joy and happiness as I do this one. So any of you who have come across her, it is not an accident. She's going to go far. So get on it. Get on it. This is the book. This is the one.
And can I just say, this photo, this person takes the most incredible photos. They are a documentary photographer and take the most extraordinary photos of people. Every photo on my website, this photo, any photo I ever get done, this one takes them for me. How lucky am I? So I've got a sister who's an amazing copywriter who helped me so much with the copy on this book. Truly, she is incredible. I asked her to jump on tonight, but she said, Fee, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes person. But I'm going to put a big plug out to you, Em. I love you. You're amazing. This book would not be the book it is without your input. And photos, this one is extraordinary. Has just had the most incredible exhibition at the Flinders Fringe Festival, which, had high acclaim there. So, we're just, just a really... how would we describe our family?
Yeah, low achieving.
Yeah, low achieving.
And when I'm not talking about career, we just have a lot done in a day, and that's right across all three of us. So
yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
Now, for those of you, I want to talk to you about the competition, and also for anyone who writes me a review, because I'm really, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh, Kiara, that's my daughter, Kiara. So proud of you, Mum. I love you. Love you too, darling. Thank you, honey. Hey, Jeff. Thank you. Hello, Faye. Hello, my darling. It's nice to see you here. Hi. Oh, Nick, we're the lovely ones. Noah, she gives us so many gifts so often. Oh. Thank you, Finn. Thank you, Amanda. So human, Fiona. Thank you.
You had the competition. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah, the competition. All right, let's talk about this competition. So, a couple of things. For those of you who write me a review, this is a separate thing to the competition. Send it to me, and I have created a meditation called Funny Little Human, just for you to reconnect with your funny little human. So I've created a meditation. If you send me a screenshot that you've written me a review, I will send you that meditation. So once you've read the book, obviously just say what you mean. I mean, but obviously you're going to say it was awesome as well. But I will send you that meditation. And so that's for anyone who wants to write me a review. There's a meditation. It's a beautiful meditation. Yours. I will just send us that and we'll email it out to you. And these are the details for the competition. So because like I said, I wrote this book because this is a book of service. It is. I have not left anything out in this book. I've given it all. I've given it all, and I'm putting it out there because I feel like that's what I was guided to do. And so I want as many people as possible to have a chance to read that book and benefit from what is in the wisdom that is in there. And when I say wisdom, it's not my wisdom. It is the wisdom of the collective that's come through me. That's what it is. All right. It's not mine. It's the wisdom of the collective. But I also know there are people out there that would love to join Relatable and maybe don't have the funds for that at the moment. So I wanted to offer something for those of you who would love to join Relatable and be part of our amazing global Relatable family. I'm running a competition. So I will post this on Facebook afterwards, but I'm going to read out. There's a few steps that you've got to take to enter the competition, and I will draw this out I will draw this out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to draw this out. This is very exciting. So we've launched on the 13th of March. My birthday is 1 month from now, the 13th of April. I will draw the winner out of a hat live on the 13th of April. These are the steps that you need to do in order to be eligible. Step number 1, you obviously need to buy a copy of my book, right? Pretty obvious, pretty clear. Buy a copy of my book. So you've got to buy a copy of Funny Little Human. What I want you to do then is to go onto social media, post a copy of yourself with the book. If you're a bit shy about posting, you can kind of post it like this or this or this or this. You don't have to, but post a copy with yourself with the book, or it could be, this. It could be whatever, but tag 3 people in the post, okay? Like I said, the point of this is to get people to have an opportunity to read the book. You then have to use the hashtag Funny Little Human Book when you're posting as well, and tag me too. Then you've got to leave a review on Amazon. Screenshot it, send it to me. And once you've done that and you've read the book, I want you to go back on the post to social media and share your biggest insight or takeaway from reading the book. Okay? And again, hashtag Funny Little Human Book, tag me in it. All right? So that I can see these things. So once you've done those things, I will start collating a list of people who have done that. I will then put those names into a hat. I will draw them out of the hat on the 13th of April. So you've got a month. That gives you time to order the book, get it posted to you, read it, share it on social media, do those steps, leave me a review, and then share your biggest takeaway or your biggest insight from reading the book. All right. Again, I'm not judging your insights or anything like that. It's just being able to share that helps other people get a sense of what the book's about, right? So do that and tag me, and you will be eligible to go into the scholarship. This scholarship is worth 3,000 Australian dollars. That's what Relatable. That's how much it is to do the Relatable program. So it's a absolutely awesome opportunity for someone out there, and we would love to have you join the family. So if you would like to enter this, I will put the details in the post afterwards, so you can see what you need to do, and the winner will be announced in 1 month's time. All right. What else? What else do I need to let people know about? Anyone else have any other questions?
Amazing. Also, it's like it's just a giant love letter to everyone, and I think it's just words that we all want and need to hear.
This is true. That's a good description. I think you need to think of this as a giant love letter to you all. And thank you all so much for your comments, everyone. I've just been blown away by the support. I really, really have. Really, I have no words for how appreciative I am. Does anyone have any other questions that you want to ask? Anything that you want to know about the book? I have put a dedication in the back to my children, my husband. Really, I do want to do a shout out to my husband, Sam. He has been incredible throughout this, cooking dinner night after night while I've been writing and sitting out in my office for hours, taking my daughter to read to feed her horse when I've not been able to. He's not a horse person, but he's a horse dad, so he's been doing all of that stuff and just being this amazing supportive presence in the background. So thank you, Sam. I love you. I couldn't have done this without you, and I'm very grateful to you. And to my beautiful daughter, Kiara, who has helped me with Facebook posts and things, because I struggle with Instagram and knowing how to do all that stuff. I'm like, Kiara, quick, help me do this. So thank you. And my three beautiful sons. I have three sons, for those of you who don't know, Lachlan, Finlay, and Archer. Thank you all. You are a constant inspiration to me, and I have written you a dedication in the back of the book as well. You've all taught me so much. I would not be the person I am without you. So thank you all, everybody. Yeah, this has been amazing. I have balloons. And so you know about the competition. I'll post it in the comments below. For those of you who just joined, I just read a chapter of the book. You can catch it on the replay. Anything that you want to ask me, let me know now in the last couple of minutes before we finish this off. But this has just been an absolute privilege and pleasure. And I can't wait to see who wins the scholarship to Relatable. A big thank you again to Dave Thompson and the team from the Inspirational Book Writers. They've really been brilliant in handling this. If anyone has a book inside that they want to write, go check out Dave. Dave has got this nailed and flowing to a T. He really does. They've just been brilliant to deal with. So thank you so much, Dave. You're awesome. And Davina, she's been amazing. And yeah. Anything else?
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Just so excited for you.
Thank you, honey.
Like, this is huge.
This is my sibling Noah. They are an amazing photographer. And check them out. What's your website?
I don't have a website.
Oh, you don't have a website.
No,
okay, but
sorry.
they're amazing.
Yeah.
And they've done all of the shots for my website. Really amazing. Thank you, Shane, Sharon, Rhonda. Thank you, darling. Thank you all so much for your kind comments, everybody. There's 16 chapters here, and there is a special page at the back. For those of you who read the book, there's a special page at the back where I've created some resources. That page isn't quite live yet. Should be live by the end of tomorrow for my book readers, but you'll find it in the back of the book, just a little present there for you guys, right? So thank you for purchasing and buying the book. I have created a special resource page for you guys that no one else can see. You won't find it on my website. You only find it through the link in the back of this book. Thank you so much, Juliet. I love you too. Thank you, Sue. I know, isn't Anthony amazing? Isn't that heart just something special? I feel like it pulsates so much love out into the world.
The original.
Anthony Breslin, you are amazing. Anthony's in the final stages of life at the moment, but still the most committed, passionate person of service. He's taught me so much. So Anthony, big shout out to you. I love you. And again, a big shout out to my Relatable students. You know, I love you so much and so grateful and appreciative for everything that you've done. I will do a quick encore tomorrow for my some of those US Canadian students that couldn't be here because I know it's 3:30 in the morning for some of you over there. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I really appreciate it so much, and for buying a copy and helping me get to, my goal is to get to the bestseller status in my categories on Amazon. I think I've reached it in 2 of them, and I was climbing slowly on the way before the live, so who knows where we're at the end of it. But oh, you're so welcome, Kristen, honey. So welcome. It's been such a privilege and pleasure to help you, honey. You're just incredible. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to sign off now. I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Anyone else have any questions before we finish? Hi, Mama Bear. That's my mama. My mama, Jennifer Fletcher. That's my mama. Mama Bear. My mum is just divine. What a divine woman. Hi, Mama Bear. Thank you. Thank you, Mum. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, everyone. I will see you guys for the encore. For some of you who just can't get enough of me, I mean, you know, tomorrow. Thank you to Noah for being jumping on, being a support, asking me some questions and hanging out. So nice to have one of my siblings with me. Love you.
Love you too.
And yeah, see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love, everyone. Ciao.
See ya.